And I think the other thing is how quickly you resolve something. Joel and I have always said too that with him and I, we have the complete opposite personalities, and it can definitely cause a lot of like butting heads and a lot of strife in our marriage. In the beginning, we would fight, and sometimes we'd fight for days, like, or we'd have like some type of disagreement. Again, it went back to no one could apologize. And then we would just not talk for days, or like you could just tell we weren't over it. It's like we were super distant from each other. And now for the most part, I don't remember the last time. Well, we had one this year that lasted a day. And honestly, that was me. And it was because I couldn't, like, we hadn't talked it through all the way I needed to. And I just wouldn't do it. And I was being prideful. But I think for me, the sign of a very healthy family or a very healthy couple is one that can resolve fights quickly. And, you know, you do have to like get out of your emotions. If you're in your emotions in that moment, it's really hard to like speak logically. So typically and I feel like my kids are pretty much the same way, we all need to like have a cooling off period. Like we cool off for a minute, like we go kind of take our space and process, journal, run, yell, whatever, kind of like on our own. But then we come back and it's like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, hey, look, this is what we can do better next time, and kind of process it through. But that is something for me that if we're taking a long time to resolve things, we typically need to go like connect a little bit. And usually that means Joel and I need to go on a date. We need to go talk. We need to go hang out more and spend more time together. Usually for us as a family, it is typically, like, weather aside, typically something like camping or going out for a movie or going out and doing something fun like Topgolf. And, you know, so I think that it is really interesting how people fight. And I have a hot temper. And it's something that I am constantly working on. And I think it's really important. And something else for us that we're trying to do too, and we're really not great at it, but is family meetings. And again, I know it sounds so cheesy, but I think family meetings are really important because it's the safe space. You can say, hey, this hurt my feelings, or, you know, hey, this is what I think we can learn from our last fight or the last thing that we kind of went through. And, you know, I think the good thing about like either a family meeting or what we call as a couple our check-ins is that it's a scheduled time to dig in that typically you're not going into in the heat of an argument. Because if you're only talking in an argument, like, that's not good.